What's going on? What's happening? You guys, listen, I had a whole video, but listen, YouTube has deleted or edited, I would say, the past 4 live streams. Now, I'm an engineer, so bear with me. I've released them at different times of the day. I was cussing in the first one a little bit, but I made sure I wasn't cussing in the other ones. And then I took a couple of days off after they deleted most of the videos I put out, the 2 days straight that I did. And then after taking 2 or 3 days off, I go live again today and they delete the whole 25-minute video and they just leave 5 seconds. Now, the problem with that is I remember what I said. The other times, I wasn't expecting for them to delete my videos. If the audio is really bad, we're going to work on this. I'll lower the quality next time. That's the problem with StreamYard. If you're not like doing it next to your Wi-Fi, if you're doing it outside and you have AT&T, you can hang it up. But what I was speaking about in that last video, I was talking about how you intimidate women. Bear with me. You know it's an iPhone, so everybody that drives by, it's going to change the audio. But since they've deleted 5 of my videos, then I decided to pay attention to what I'm saying. And the one reoccurring theme is my rants in my videos. You know, I start off talking a certain kind of way, and then I start ranting. Well, the consistent rant that I've been going on is government influence through paying influencers to manipulate men and women. And the last video I made was primarily talking to you guys about how there's a lot of female influencers. It's a lot of female influencers, and I myself, I'm a victim of this as well. They come up out of nowhere. Highly edited videos, really good production quality. I'm in school for you know what I'm saying, digital photography and stuff, attention to that kind of stuff. You guys smash that like button. But you know, they're getting subscribers really quickly, come out of nowhere, got their own little theme songs, and some about them don't sit right with me, right? I didn't say nothing about this woman in particular, Jetta or Jita or whatever her name is. But she's one of those people, and I don't know if she's, you know, doing this as part of being a plant or not. But I was speaking about how women that are advocating so-called for men, bear with me, you guys. It's an iPhone. Anybody that drives by is going to mess the audio. Yeah, anyway, I don't like seeing women that claim they're advocating for men who straddle the fence. This is what I talked about in the last video. And this is why I think YouTube is deleting my videos. Listen, you got these people out here that pop up out of nowhere and they come in, you know, speaking a certain kind of way to get men onto their platform and watching it. They'll start kind of pandering and going over the usual talking points, but there's always something in their eye. They look kind of conniving. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a conniving look in their eye. And when I start hearing women that are starting off like, yeah, these women are doing this and that, and talking the good old Kevin Samuels talking points, the RP talking points, Manosphere talking points, and then guys subscribe to them or go over to them, and then next thing you know it, they're, you know, giving you these weird backhanded, you know what I mean, conversation topics like, hey, you men need to, and you guys got to start. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. We don't need for you to tell us to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need for you to tell us to do anything. We don't need for you to be making suggestions. You know, we don't need any of that. And what I'm seeing is these women are kind of like popping up everywhere. Their platforms are getting built real quick. They're spreading across all platforms, getting built real quick. And it just seems like a plant to me. You remember how, like, and when I say a plant, they could be willingly doing it or unwillingly. You remember that Bobby Adolph woman? She came up out of nowhere, and the next thing you know, she started having these celebrities on her podcast, just stuff like that, like kind of like useful idiots. You know what I mean? And I'm not calling anyone an idiot. I'm just saying like stuff like that. So I was speaking about how these women draw y'all in through wearing their makeup and things of that nature, and then saying those, red pill talking points. And what we have to do, and what I kept saying was, we have to go outside. I kept saying throughout the last video, you have to go outside. We have to start meeting women in person, because online, the women have been completely indoctrinated. When they go to college, they're somewhat indoctrinated, but when they're online, they're completely indoctrinated. Social media is a weapon, and it's used to collect data. They collect all of our data all day long to build different profiles, commercials, different trends, to consistently keep you distracted. And what I've noticed is, whenever men like me and other men online are starting to get a little headway, they start dropping pop the balloon shows, and they got these homosexual black males that were in jail on these balloon shows representing us. They got, guys crashing out, wanting to fight all the time, representing us. It's like they're giving the total polar opposite representation of us online. Like, the more the manosphere and the red pill makes a good push, these, whatever you want to call them, come out of nowhere. And it's like they take over all of the energy, they take all the air, they hit all the algorithms, and there's no way these entities can come out of nowhere and get that much push. And I'm noticing the same thing about certain females that are claiming to be reaction video hosts, and they start off by, giving you that red pill, I'm saying, the good stuff. And then it turns into, and listen, guys, smash the like button. Obviously, YouTube doesn't like me speaking this way, and they're shadow banning me, but I just can't help myself. This type of conversation. So I think these women are plants. So even if YouTube deletes this video, I'm doing it in StreamYard. And here's the thing, StreamYard is outsourced, so they can't delete my video the same way they do. The last 4 times I made the video has been directly off the YouTube app. Have not used the YouTube app in God knows how long. Those are the only videos YouTube has literally deleted. The video, go to my last video. It says it's 20, go to the post. It says 25 minutes. You go in, there's 10 seconds. They deleted the whole video. And I was talking about what I'm talking about right now. Right? How these women are coming up out of nowhere, their platforms. I'm gonna go somewhere else and make a video, because on StreamYard, anyone that drives by is gonna throw off all the audio. I apologize in advance, but YouTube, the direct app, is deleting all of my content when I post it. I repeat, YouTube is deleting my live streams directly from the YouTube studio app whenever you go live. Excuse me. And I'm stuck out here where I live at, and it's Mother's Day, and people don't know how to stay home. So just bear with the bad audio. But I'm gonna go live again from the desk, and then I'm gonna make sure I harp on this topic, because for YouTube, they don't delete all my videos. I've had other videos where I don't speak about this kind of stuff. They don't touch it. And on other channels, they don't delete my live streams. I don't even talk about this stuff. So for some reason, they're attacking me, and deleting my videos when I'm speaking about these women who I believe are agents. They just seem like agents, like they're blowing up really quickly. You guys got to understand something. Don't go off of, this is what I said in the last videos. Don't go off of YouTube views and other platform views. I'm really trying to get this out, and all these cars driving by irritate me, man. But don't go off of YouTube and platform views. They can easily, I'm an engineer. The algorithm can inflate all kind of, you see how they can make, y'all think that these bots are being made by random people. No, they have bot companies they hire within YouTube. They can create bots, create channels, create views, create subscribers. You have to understand this stuff. So if the red pill is doing a really good job on pushing it, and they're doing a really good job, the passport bros. So what they'll do is they'll infiltrate us like they always do, any kind of CIA type of stuff. They always infiltrate you by bringing in someone that seemed like an ally, then flood her crap all over all of the platforms. And then she starts saying a bunch of anti masculine, real man rhetoric. Like, I'm hearing women that start off really good, but they're now saying that men need to stop being scary and they need to approach women. Where did that come from? First off, she started off talking like, hey, you see what I'm saying? They switch it up. They try to bring you in so they can start brainwashing you with the rhetoric they want you to hear. They bring you in with some pretty face woman talking that good stuff, making you feel good, trauma bonding. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the golf course, but I gotta pick up these groceries, man. Um, but they'll give you that good stuff, trauma bonding with you, and then they'll start talking all this crazy stuff. They'll be talking all this crazy stuff about how men aren't like they used to be, but then they were talking a certain way about men in the beginning, which is the stuff that we normally hear. You can't have a woman out here that's trying to straddle the fence, right? She can't be out here trying to tell you what you should be doing as a man, knowing how most guys that are listening to this content and taking it in don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear you telling us what we need to do. And that's how they start off. They start off by giving you, just like any kind of love bomber or whatever, right? They start off telling you what you want to hear. The next thing you know it, she's trying to tell you about yourself and all this other stuff and what you need to be doing. No, man, like, y'all dudes got to stop being so pathetic, man, and just wanting to see a pretty woman or what you consider to be pretty telling you what you want to hear. These women are like agents. They're infiltrating the space. They're regurgitating the talking points that men have spent hours and days and years constructing and making books, and they just study the material and study the guys that are online right now, regurgitate it to bring you in. The algorithm going to pick them up automatically. They're a woman, and then once they get a big enough following, they flip the script and start telling men what they need to do. Right, wants to hear that. You didn't start off by talking this way. You didn't get online and, oh, what these men need. I don't want to hear all that, man. You don't lead nothing. You're not never in charge of any men. I am an Army combat soldier. I'm a staff sergeant. I'm not going to listen to some woman that's online. And this is what I want y'all to understand. These online chicks are not the same as in real life women. I'm telling you, bro. They're weirdos. They're leftovers. They're weird. I'm not going to say all content creators, but a lot of them are freaking weird, dude. They're social rejects. They get online and have this. They build these platforms and they just seem so tapped in. But these idiots, they can't even hold a conversation with real people in real life. They're too narcissistic. They'll talk over people. They've probably been told this, guarantee you. But they get online and they're just the most charismatic and they're da 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 da. Don't fall for it. Y'all keep like following these females, and the next more and more keep popping up, and it's always the same. They start off with the RP content, just like a woman, to manipulate to get her way into things, and then as soon as she gets the followers up, start trying to tell men about ourselves. We don't want you telling us about ourselves. What the hell wrong with y'all? And this is something else I said real quick before I go. Hey, don't be a female content creator online with the results of your bad decision making and horrible relationships all over your lips. You got the bumps, and if you don't know what the bumps are, look it up. But don't be over here having the bumps around your lips, and you're over here trying to correct men. Are you insane? You can't put enough lipstick on not to see all that red. And we keep hearing lately about popping blackheads. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ain't no normal person getting blackheads around their mouth like that. Stop it, man. If you that dirty, you know what I'm saying? Stop it. And ain't no black kid gonna make that big of a scar and stay there that long. Stop it. Y'all got the bumps and y'all are literally online running your mouth, bashing men, and you have the results of your horrible decision making and vetting process all over your face. That's insane. And people are just so okay with just, I can't even, listen, let me tell you something before I go. I don't let my subconscious mind see anything I don't want to see. You are not going to normalize people with infections and breakouts on their face instead of taking some time off, running back online, making more content, and we all got to see that. And it's got to all be in our subconscious mind. We don't need all that, man. Take some days off. You're obviously working yourself too much anyway. So you need to take some days off. A lot of people that have the bumps are just trying to like socialize us to, like, they're trying to normalize it. I'm tired. I'm serious, man. If I got to start grabbing videos, I don't want to get sued because I know that's going to really make somebody feel like, bro, y'all got to listen. If you need to run your mouth online that bad to where you can't even take a few days off to a week, I don't know how long the bumps last. Maybe y'all got to carry it on your face for months. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not gonna let you get online and start running your mouth about my archetype. My archetype ain't getting the bumps around our mouth, right? Chads and gym goers and gym bros, and we're not getting the bumps on our mouth. And by you having it on your mouth, you know what that means, right? You sucking on somebody thing. And let me tell you something, man. How you gonna get online and have the bumps around your mouth and be trying to correct men? What you gonna tell me? What you gonna tell me? You need to be talking about what you learned about not putting random peepees in your mouth to women. You don't need to be. Listen, I'm not gonna chill. This is what I did say on the last video. I did say this. Maybe this is why the last one got blocked. Don't have the bumps and be out here trying to correct men. You can't tell me nothing. Okay? My mouth, my lips gonna be kind of dry sometimes. I fast all day long, but ain't no motherfucking bumps nowhere. Ain't no motherfucking blackheads nowhere. Stop it. That's part of the reason why they get on here and run their mouth to you, gentlemen. These women be having STDs. They be having all kind of UTIs and tart, stank, sour coochie. And they're mad about it. And we don't even know why they get online and do the crazy stuff they do. Wake up, have a herp derp. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to I can't remember what channel that is, man. You know who you are. You're a reactor. You know what I'm saying? Is it angry guy? You know what I'm saying? Or is it AJ reacts or whatever? You know who you are. But got the herp derp out here. You know what I mean? And then getting online and being like, you men need to shh. Go sit down somewhere. Go cover your face. We don't need to see that, okay? Cover your face. All right? So anyway, you guys, smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Join the tribe. Look, I'm redoing this video once again. I just did it once before. It did not go through. You guys can see it on the post. You can clearly see it on the post. You can see what's going on. You can see it on the post, man. You know what I mean? What's going on, man? What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Yo. Hang on for a minute, man. Hang on for a minute. I'm about to be done on this live stream. But yeah, you guys, subscribe, join the tribe. What are you waiting for? And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm out. Long time no see, man. Hey, man, how's your...
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.